After all this time, I realize I'm still not a great judge of how big products are in real life versus on photos. Hello everyone, here at OS Reviews. Today we're taking a hands-on review of a ring light that's supposedly designed for photography with smartphones. This was the advertising on Amazon, and it looks like a pretty portable stand that you can just clip on, but in real life this is the size. It's a giant box in front of us. So you can see here that it's a dimmable light that we can change the color temperature, and then we can attach something like a phone in the center there. So if you do things like vlogging, selfies, or photography, it could be worthwhile. It can also, of course, be used with a traditional camcorder if you're just shooting video, and we're going to try this, adding this to our set to see if it improves the overall lighting. We can see that the ring stand itself should be adjustable in terms of the tilt and the degree, and it will include the stand for both this phone as well as for the ring itself. It retails for about $100, which is a little bit on the pricey side, but again, if you want a more professional grade for lighting kit for your selfies and for video chatting, things like that, this may be something that you would want to take a closer look at. As far as size is concerned, if we look more closely, it has 312 individual LEDs on board, and it's actually 18 inches in terms of diameter. So right inside, it seems like there's a bag that you get to protect and carry everything when on the go, so this is definitely a pretty professional setup. It's got a shoulder strap and handles as well. Opening the protective bag, we have a bubble-wrapped light, which includes, it seems like, the stand that's attached onto the base here. So maybe you can just fold it down and collapse it when it's not in use, which is kind of cool. There's also a quick user guide for how to switch it onto different modes, and it tells us all the components as well as the phone mounting and how to attach it. And correction, what was in this small little pouch wasn't the tripod for the phone, it's actually an adapter, so you can plug it into the wall in the US, because the prong that they give you here is meant for Europe. So that's kind of strange, but you plug it in and you can use it, I guess, in 2 different continents. So here it is. I've unfolded and quickly assembled everything. This is what the phone holder part looks like. It's a pretty standard mount that uses springs, which means you can pull on it to make it extend to fit the phone in. And if you have an older 16:9 aspect ratio phone, so it's the devices that didn't have, a bezel-less screen, it's going to work with phones up to 5.5 inches. So for instance, the iPhone 6 Plus, 7 Plus, and 8 Plus will fit comfortably without any problems. But if you have a tablet, like a 7, 8-inch tablet, it's not going to fit into this particular mount, but you can always use your own if you have a larger one that connects to a standard tripod on the very bottom. Otherwise, if you have a newer 2:1 aspect ratio phone, a standard 6-inch, 6.2-inch phone will also work without any problems. I want to also quickly mention that you saw in the instruction manual here, there's a diagram of this extended kind of almost floor lamp style tripod, but this is not included in the box. So indeed, everything is adjustable when it comes to the angle. It can actually rotate, as you can see here. And if you loosen up the first screw here, you can also tilt the light up and down. Turning the light on is simple. There's a round switch on the bottom here, and you basically it's a dimmable switch, so you can rotate it to make it brighter and rotate it again to turn it off. So right now this is basically the dimmest setting, and we have at the white light, so you can see that it has a very kind of pale color, and I can also turn it up to make it brighter, so that at the maximum brightness, it actually is extremely bright. If we actually point it away from the light over here and just take a look at maybe the background, it's actually bright enough, this one light, to fill up an entire room. So I would say the brightness is about the same as a regular desk lamp or a floor lamp. So it comes with these mechanical filters, one of them which is orange, that changes the color temperature depending on your skin tone if you want to have a slightly different look, and you basically just attach it onto the faceplate here. So the proper way of doing that is actually removing the existing transparent acrylic here, and you can see all of the 312 LEDs underneath, again extremely bright, and you can see the layout here is basically there's 3 of them on each individual row going all the way across. Now, being 100% honest, I do find the process of switching different templates to change the color temperature a little bit old-fashioned, so I wish that there was a way to control the temperature of the LEDs directly. I know a lot of kind of smart light bulbs have that feature. It would seem a little cooler, again, if you are able to turn a switch or maybe connect it to your phone using Bluetooth to control that, but that would probably increase the cost even more. And on our phone here, let's try launching into the camera, and you can tell that this is what it looks like. So it's a very bright image, and it's a very even glow as well. One of the benefits of having a round shape in particular is even if you wear glasses, the reflection on the lenses of your glasses are going to seem much more natural than a bar or a strip light, because it's going to be round in shape and it almost looks like your pupils. So despite the fact that you're still going to see a little bit of reflections, it's still going to overall look like a natural image. And as comparison, here it is without the orange filter. So again, we just saw the orange filter and I captured a quick sample image here, that's what the tone looks like, a very warm glow. What I will say is I don't find a huge difference between having nothing attached to the light at all, so basically no filters on, versus putting on the transparent acrylic one. There doesn't seem to be a difference when I'm comparing the two photos here. So this is one without and this is the one with. But what it does do is help the light become a slightly less intense, because you have all these LEDs. If they're pointing directly at your face while you're capturing an image, you're going to probably close your eyes instinctively or want to blink. And it also tries to kind of make the overall color more diffused. And as a quick size comparison, here it is actually on a real desk. And you can see that this is the space that it basically occupies. Pretty similar on the base, but definitely taller than a regular desk lamp. What's neat is that the foam mount part is also entirely adjustable, separate of the rest of the lamp itself. So I can actually twist this on this pivot hinge, as you can see here, to just adjust the phone's camera position if I don't want to change the light anymore. So that's more or less it as far as our hands-on quick review of the RLW60 ring light is concerned. Overall, this is a good way to really up your selfie game. But at $100, it definitely seems like a product more suited for professionals rather than just for kind of casual use, because it's kind of pricey for what it is, which works really well for capturing against selfies and portraits, albeit it really does enhance all the details on your face, so you probably want to put on a beauty mode, but the overall light, even if you wear glasses, is quite even and not distracting at all. So you can check out more details in the links down below, but for now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.